friend. Sometimes it comes in handy to learn how we can scrape data from the internet. Luckily, I have a code for that as well. Let's go to our workspace and add a new module. We will name it Scrape. Let me paste the code into the module, and as always, I will attach the code to the lecture, so you are free to use it. I will show you how you can record the macro in the process. As you can see, we have a new function called Scrape Wikipedia. It is nothing to be scared of. You are already familiar with the first few lines. We are giving the variable workbook name the reference of our workbook, and then we are clearing the worksheet TMP. Then we have a bunch of code in the section with and end with. Nothing to worry about. We just need to insert the link URL here. We are giving the URL of the website from which we would like to scrape data. We are giving the destination to paste data into the worksheet TMP in cell A1. Great, let's run it. Click the green icon and wait a few seconds. Go to the workbook and open the worksheet TMP. As you can see, Excel has scraped text from the website. We need to navigate ourselves through the text to get the data we want. Different websites will provide different results from scraping. Let's look at the website of Wikipedia. Just go to the code, copy the URL, and paste it into the web browser. Open the website and scroll down. Let's just say we would like to scrape the references section. We have 2 rows to scrape. Let's go back to the worksheet TMPB to look at the text. Scroll down and try to find text starting with references. I found it, so what we will need to do is use the find function to find this text. Once we get the row number, we know we need to move 2 rows down because there is an empty row in between, and there we have references in each row. You will use the same logic for anything else. You will find an anchor row and move left, right, up, or down and scrape the data from there. I have a chance to show you how to record a macro and how to include generated code in our module. Let's use it to find this text. Copy the text first, click on the cell, select it, and press Copy. Go to the menu to the Developer tab and click on the icon Record Macro. Click on OK. Press Ctrl plus F to open up the window for search. Paste the text into the box next to the label Find What, and click on the drop-down next to Look In and select Values. OK, click on Find Next. Great, click on Close. Press on Stop Recording in the top left corner of the menu. Click on the icon Visual Basic, and you will see that a new module is created named Module 1. Click on it. Here is the function macro1, and we see the generated code. We can copy that section and paste it into our scrape module. We will paste it above the end sub. We can now delete module 1. We don't need it anymore. Right-click on it, click on Remove, and click on Button No. Go back to the module Scrape, and now we will tweak the Excel generated code. We need to store the row, and the function find returns range, so we need to create a new variable type range. Write dim cell as range, and go to the line of code and write set cell is equal. Good. There are 2 more things to tweak. I always add the reference of the workbook and worksheet before cells or range, so Excel knows exactly what we are referring to. So I will copy this piece of code and paste it before cells, so there will be no confusion. Good. Let's create another variable row as type long. Because the variable cell is the type of range, we need to get a row number from that, and we can do that easily. Just write row equals sign cell row. Great. Let's do the breaking point at the end of the sub and click on the green icon to run it. Wait a few seconds to load data and hover over the variable row. We see the number 143. Stop the program and click on the blue icon next to the green icon. Go to the worksheet TMP and let's go to row 143. So we see the matching text we looked for. Awesome. The hardest part is done. Now we can just output the references in a message box. Go back to coding, to the module Scrape, and before the in sub, write Mesgy box workbook name worksheets, TMP, range A and row +2. Then just duplicate the line and replace 2 for 3. Why did we use row +2? The variable row is the number of the row of a matching text. We know that the next row below that is empty and the next one has the reference. Okay, let's run it. Click on the green icon and wait for it to load. Great. We can see the 2 message boxes with the references. Awesome. We learned so much in this lecture. See you in the next lecture.